Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. I am your host Slim910 of 910 Gaming. Welcome to another week of Unwrapped, where I show you a new movie or video game or whatever the case may be. As you can see in the background, I'm quite sure you can recognize what this week's movie will probably be. And yes, it is. You can see SMURFS 2 4K front cover, back cover. This does come with the 4K Ultra HD and the Blu-ray disc. Fortunately, of course, no 3D, no DVD, anything like that. It's not like an ultimate package like Sony is coming out with now. Does have HDR for the brilliant brights and deep darks. 4K wide color spectrum, help increase those colors if your TV can handle it. Mine isn't HDR compatible, but still looks great to me. This is not the movie that I'm showing. This is one of the older cartoons. Not an episode, but one of the movies. I forget the name of it, but you know, I was a Smurf fan back in the day. You guys will know it from plenty of cartoons and figurines, non-posable figurines, that is. Just hard figurines. You just sit down and do whatever you want with them. But nonetheless, back to the movie. So, what made me buy this is that, you know, I frequent Blu-ray.com, so I try to see which movies are always the best looking movies with picture quality and then sound. I don't pick sound first because I don't really have like that 7.1 surround sound or this significant surround sound system or anything in my home right now. So I'm not big on that. What I look for most is really picture quality and whether or not I'll actually sit and watch the movie. This one is more for my kids and just to see what the picture's like, because this one actually comes from, it's an actual 4K movie. If you guys really know the history behind these 4K movies that's coming out, they're not actually shot in 4K. A lot of the Sony ones are, so they're like this one, Sicario, I can't remember them all, but the actual 4K movies. A lot of them aren't. They're really filmed in 2K and then they're transferred through a 4K DI. So they're not really 4K, but there are a few movies. You can Google it if you want. I don't remember all of them, but most of them are Sony. If you know anything about the background with Sony and Blu-ray, you can understand the reason why most of their movies probably are true 4K and the others are not. Probably right now, I can say movies probably are getting filmed with 4K cameras since it's becoming a little more wide popular and things like that. So look forward to more movies coming out in 4K. Right now, there aren't many true 4K discs, so don't let it fool you. They're really 2K with the transfer to 4K, but they still look good, but they can look a little bit better if it was actual 4K, which this movie is. Let's go ahead and open this up real quick, see what we got on the inside. Had it for a little while, just haven't opened it. Still got quite a few 4Ks. Like I said in my past videos, I did quite a bit of ordering when I first got my Xbox One S that supports 4K. I went ahead and ordered quite a few movies. So some of them I haven't opened up yet or even watched or anything. So it's a treat for me to open them and actually play them. Let's see what we got inside here. Bring it a little bit closer for you guys. That's the 4K HD Blu-ray, your usual insert, and the actual Blu-ray disc. Show you guys. This is the ultraviolet copy. I never do these things. I keep saying I'm gonna pull out some of my movies and actually sign up and do them. This one lasts till December 2019. I say I'm gonna do it, but I probably won't. That's just what happens all the time with me. I sit here and look at all these movies that I got, but I never sign up for these digital because I really don't go anywhere like that to where I need to pull them up and watch them. Another little insert comes with it telling you all about 4K, and here are some of the movies. Like I said, Sony, some of the movies that's actually 4K. I can tell you this, Spider-Man, I ordered this, ended up being $12. There was a Sony promo on Amazon. You guys can check it out, see if it's still there, but it ended up being like 12 bucks for me. I do already have the actual Amazing Spider-Man Blu-ray that came with like a little collector's head of Spider-Man. But I ordered again just because it was 12 bucks and it's 4K. And the quality is really good from what I read. Believe it or not, Pineapple Express and Hancock, if you frequent those sites, like I said, Blu-ray.com, Hi-Fi Digest, and things like that, and look at their reviews, you'll see all these movies got very good video reviews. So I did order Hancock. So I've got Hancock, Spider-Man, and SMURFS all from the Sony lineup. There's more coming from the Sony lineup. I don't know what they have built up next, but it can only get better. I heard Salt looks good, Chappie looks good. Not sure about Concussion. I haven't looked at that. I've never seen it. Don't know much about the movie. Never really wanted to watch it anyway, but it is what it is. But yeah, SMURFS 2, man. 4K Ultra HD. I can say this, that the textures and colors are bold, very noticeable from the already impressive Blu-ray. If you've got the Blu-ray, you already know how good it really looks. Their clothing, the textures in their clothing really pop, and the humans are look really good. Even the streets, when they show the actual streets and the dirt and grime in the streets, it's pretty much enhanced from what the Blu-ray showed. So it's definitely worth the pickup. This was, like I said, this was shot digitally, but then it was finished in 4K transfer. It has an aspect ratio of 1.85 to 1, which is really good. I know some of you don't like the black bars on your TV, but you get more picture like that if you actually know what it is I'm talking about. I'm not gonna go deep into it with you or anything. You guys know SMURFS are blue, and I can say that the blues are very deep and bolder with the 4K than it is from the Blu-ray. One of the most significant parts in the video is when they go to the actual candy store. If you've seen the Blu-ray, you know how great those colors look and everything just seems to come to life. It's even better with this 4K Ultra HD disc. Even if you don't have the high dynamic range, it still looks really, really good. That HDR just kind of enhances it even more. But, you know, you can live without it. So far, I do. I know eventually I'm probably going to be like, oh, I need a TV that's HDR, but that's just me. That's how I am. I kind of love electronics, especially TVs. The black levels are also very deep, as you can expect. That's what HDR is all about, those brighter brights, darker darks. So it's all there. Like I said, I'm not big on the surround sound. I love surround sound. I used to have the receiver and surround sound in my bedroom that I used to have to myself before I had 2 kids. But I haven't had it since then. But I can say that this does support Dolby Atmos. You know, some of them still don't come with Dolby Atmos, so that's a plus. And it has Dolby True HD 7.1 mix. The voices do come out pretty clear in this movie. It's well balanced sound wise. Sounds really good even without the Dolby Atmos setup. I can definitely say that because of course I don't have Dolby Atmos, but it still sounds really good. So you guys, in all, I can definitely say that SMURFS 2 is definitely a very good pickup if you want to show off to anybody that's coming over what 4K Blu-rays are all about, how those colors can really pop on your TV. You guys know that cartoons are the best way to show that off because it's just going to have all the colors there for you. So it's a really good display for you to present to everyone. Thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.